Don't be scared to acid wash your aluminum and take your snowmobile tunnel from this to that. And I'll show you how to do it. I'm going to take advantage of this super hot midsummer day and start on my next vintage snowmobile project, my restoration project. First thing I'm going to be doing is polishing and cleaning up this tunnel. And this would be the second tunnel that I've done. The first time was on my Harley Davidson snowmobile, which turned out amazing. And when I did that one, I was extremely worried about it. I was worried that this stuff would damage the current decals on it, or the metal, rubber. Even in my driveway, I was wondering how that would turn out. But I had some tips given to me, and I'll show you later on what I did with these tricks, and it came out amazing. Best thing is obviously read the back of the labels. I'm going to start off with some super clean, just to get rid of all this grimy stuff, and I'm going to finish off with this magic stuff here called aluminum cleaner Star Bright. This thing does wonders, but you have to use it properly. I've seen times where people have many streaks down the side and you can't even get rid of it after, and it looks horrible after. So I'm going to show you what I've done to avoid that and how easy this is. And let's get to this project. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this on another video. I won't get into details yet, but I'm really super excited to do this. It's just going to be, you know, sitting in my garage. I'll pick away at it. No time frame. Just have fun with this one. I'm not too happy how this decal's faded, so I am gonna remove it before I clean it, just so there's no marks underneath it. This side is a lot better, but still, I found out you can buy the new decal kit, so that's the first step. Make sure you can buy a new one and take it off. Now check this out. People have always struggled removing decals, and I've seen many tips like using Goo Gone and brake cleaner and WD-40. I don't see anyone really talking about what I do, and I've been using it for over 10 years, and once I found this trick, I have never done anything else. This is a 76. This sticker's been on here for 50 years, and I bet you they used better glue back then. So let's see if my trick works. What it is this. I got a little clothing steamer, get it on Amazon. I got it steaming, and what am I going to do is just heat and moisture. I've used this on plastics, on everything that an ATV or snowmobile will have. Doesn't damage a thing. The glue usually comes off. Actually, not usually, it always comes off with the sticker. That's my pet peeve of other stuff. You peel the sticker off and the glue is still there, and then you're scrubbing that glue away. It's a horrible job. So I haven't been holding this on there too long. Just give it an initial, look at that. Look at that. Comes right off, glue and all. Look at that nice aluminum behind it. "50-year-old stickers coming off like nothing." I can tell I can even hold it a little longer on this one, but it's working. Let's hold these a little longer. Now, if I wasn't holding the camera, well, let me try this with one hand. I would keep the steam going on the next decal and start peeling away this. Don't burn yourself. Yeah, look how easy that is. First thing I'm going to use is this super clean to get rid of all that grimy stuff. Now, you do have to be careful with it and just read the back before you use it. It does say do not leave it on aluminum for prolonged periods of time. Now, the most important thing to know with this is just don't let it dry anywhere. So have a hose ready. And I'm not going to use it long. I'm going to essentially spray it on and then spray it off. And I'll see how that does it. I might do it 2 times. But let's just see what happens. I'll start in this area here. This seems to be the worst. Okay. Look at that. That way I know it's not going to sit there too long. So there's no need to let this stuff sit for a long time. Basically, I'm going to spray it on and go get my hose and spray it off. Just a little rag action. The rest will come off with the aluminum cleaner. This is gooey here. Just don't let it dry. So that's one tip. Don't let it dry. If you're doing this outside, chances are your neighbor's gonna see you come over. They're not into snowmobiles and stuff like that, and start asking questions. What the heck is this? What the hell are you doing in summer? So be mindful of that, because that can happen, and that's how things can dry. Okay, I can see it's all wet. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds before I spray it off. Let's see if I can help it with that. Okay, now the fun stuff. Aluminum cleaner. This is where you can have problems, make a mess, or do wonderful things. Make sure you read the back. And here is the tip that well, basically, before I tell you the tip, let me tell you about this thing. You spray it on, you use a brush to scrub, or this blue non-scratching scrub pad. And if you read the back, it says let it activate to 3 to 5 minutes. Make sure it doesn't drip on areas you don't want to clean. So some of it's hard, it's going to drip on things. So I basically spray it on, let it sit 30 seconds or so, and start working it with this, and then use water to wash it off and make sure you don't get it dried on the aluminum. Now here's the tip that been bragging about, and someone told me, and it worked awesome. So you have to have a plan in place when you start this. A lot of people go, okay, I'm gonna start from the top, work my way down, just like washing a car. And that is where the problem comes. You don't start at the top, because it's gonna drip down here. And by the time you get to this area, because you're working this area, it's gonna leave a big stain down here. You start from the bottom and work your way up. So here's my plan. This is the top, this is the bottom, this is the very bottom. So I'm gonna start right here, this section, probably here. Section 1, do all this. Then I'll move to here, the bottom, 2, 3, or maybe 2, 3 together, I'll see. Then I'll do the same on the other side. Start bottom, do the bottom here. This one I'm gonna leave for last, because then you have here. Then I'll do this, 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 and work way back. The high spot, the very last. All right, here I am ready to go. Make sure you don't get this in your eyes, on your skin. Last time I did it was kind of windy and was blowing back at me, and guess what? It is windy again today. Wind comes and goes. Actually, the funny thing is they have a tornado warning today. So try not to do it in a tornado. I mean, when life's busy, you don't have time to wait for the tornado to pass. I mean, I don't think there's gonna be a tornado. I'm just telling you there is a warning. All right. So we're gonna be mindful. Okay, the wind's blowing my back. Spray it on the bottom. Oh, it's not primed. There we go. Let's do this whole section. That's it. See, it's dripping pretty good on the ground. Just do a little rub. If you don't get it all the first time, guess what? You can do it the second time. Okay. I did not let that sit long, if you noticed. Better be safe than sorry. So I've seen some areas where it's like right there, the corners. Should have done a nice before and after out here, but you'll see as I work how clean it gets. Now look at that, look how clean it is. I'll come back because definitely because there's still some sections there. I am noticing some marks. It's supposed to be non-scratching. All that will polish off, but you just want to be careful. Okay, next section will be I'll just do the bottom footrest. I almost didn't give it any time to activate. I'm already rubbing it. See how it's dripping down to the lower spot? Got to be mindful, keep that wet. You can already see the big difference between down here and up here. It's doing wonders. Okay, the wind's picking up in my face. Make sure you stand away from it. If you get a breath of this stuff, it doesn't smell good. I'm having a little bit of a hard time cleaning the side here, and I'm not letting it sit long because I'm worried about because it just builds up down here, what it's going to do at the bottom. So I'm going to spray more at the top, let it sit there longer, and every once in a while I'm just going to run some water at the bottom here, not washing this off, just rinsing the bottom, removing that stuff so it doesn't chew away at stuff that's already clean. It said 3 to 5 minutes, so I'm actually going to let this sit for 3 minutes. Why, the top's already dripping down a bit. It's hard to keep the product up there. Okay, well, it's 2 minutes. I'm going to start scrubbing it. Keep in mind, polishing will do so much wonders at the end here. Just a little bit of scrubbing, polishing. But yeah, I can tell now. Starting to get that white, clean look. So letting it sit just a little longer does work. Okay, wind's picking up now, so make sure you're standing upwind. I guess I forgot to mention that this Star Bright aluminum cleaner is an acid, so that's why it's important to protect your body from it and to spray it all down to neutralize it after. Hey Siri, start a 2-minute timer. Well, I feel like a storm's rolling in, so I better hurry up. I'm finished with this part of the job. I cleaned up the aluminum. It looks amazing. You know, like honestly, I can leave it like this and be very happy with it. Last sled I did, I thought, oh, that's all I need to do, which is true. It looks great like this, but just with a little bit of metal polish, this thing will shine like crazy. And it doesn't take that much effort to do that. Now to do a professional like showpiece polish, now that is a lot of work because you gotta sort of wet sand the bad areas off. But I'm just talking about giving this a nice shine. Go to the hardware store, get some metal polish and some microfiber cloths, and in no time this will be shining. Before I finish up, I'm gonna dry everything up, get a leaf blower and just blow the air off, and I probably will get some WD-40 on places, on everything almost. Make sure the water's all out. Some of the metal I'm not too worried about because I'm going to clean that up and paint what I need to paint. But just get some WD-40, get all the water out. Well, there's still a ton of steps left in this project, but I hope I was able to prove to you that you shouldn't be scared to acid wash your aluminum tunnel or any other aluminum that you might need cleaned.